What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are having a fabulous freaking day. We have a nice little surprise. Oh, there's a fan in front of me. Oh, there's doggies. Hey, doggies. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hi, boss. We have a good one for you guys today. It is a beautiful 1968-69 Chevelle. We had this car in here a while ago, and we dynoed it, and it has a 427 blueprint engine in it, and it made 509, 513 torque or something of that nature. Pretty decent power, 6-speed, and it's an LS7 based engine. But it's been here at the shop for a couple days, and we took the LS3 or LS7 intake manifold off, and yeah, boys and girls, we put one of those guys on. If you guys don't know what this is, it's a Harrop or Harrop intake manifold with individual throttle bodies. Look at that. Just take a look. We're gonna do a little pan around. All the wiring's nice and tucked underneath the intake manifold, comes up to the injectors, as you guys can see. Let's get on the other side. Look at that. That is one hell of an intake. Fuel rails, fuel lines come out the back. They go into this T down here to the regulator. It says the electronic throttle body version. And right there is the electronic throttle body actuator. And it works great, by the way. Just take that in for a minute. Just take that in. Okay, anyways, back to my ugly bug. So, first and foremost, if you guys need any awesome work done, just like that, for example, or dyno tuning, check out Gentek Performance. First link in the description below. That's first thing. Second thing is, I have to give a huge shout out to my good buddy, Jeremy Famato, over at Faster Proms, because, listen, I'm not afraid to admit, I've never dealt with one of these intakes before. I don't know anything about them. There's a few things on tuning them, but supposedly there's a lot of things that I don't know, and I'm not afraid to admit that on how to tune these. But my buddy Jeremy Famato, he does. So I hit him up over at Faster Proms, and he hooked me up with a very nice bass tune to start tuning this thing here at the shop. So gotta thank him. He's a good dude. I know he comes up to Gettysburg every now and again and does dyno tuning for Keith's Pit Stop, as you guys probably are aware of. So if you guys are in that area of the woods and need dyno tuning, go check out him as well. Very good tuner. Been doing it for a long time. I've learned a lot from him, and I'm very grateful for what I've learned from him. But yeah, Jeremy Famato, Faster Proms, awesome dude. So I gotta thank him very much for setting me up with a bass tune for this sucker. So we're gonna get some rips in, do some idle tuning first. Probably not gonna show you that. We got oh, there's some noise over there. Got to get some idle tuning done first. Straighten out anything that needs to be straightened out, because the mail order tune is not going to be 100%, probably 99%, and I've got to adjust a few things, which is fine. This is going to be fully VE based, so this is speed density, no more math. So basically fueling by RPM, guys. That's the only way you can tune these things. You cannot put a MAF in them, and they do not recommend putting a MAF in them. So it is MAP, speed density tuning only, which ain't too bad. But we're gonna get started. I'm gonna get some of the idle stuff done. It does start up very well and sounds very good. So yeah, let's get started, and then I'll start showing you guys some pulls, see what it makes. Actually, let's go look at the dyno sheets. This is from last time. So first and foremost, guys, it's 84 degrees in here. Okay, so it's a little hot. This is the Chevelle. I think it was number 7. So 503, 510. 509, 513 was the highest at 5,800 RPM. So that was in 73 and 75 degree weather. So hopefully we pick up some power. And even though it's 10 degrees hotter out, or hotter in the dyno room today, hopefully we pick up some power. So let's get started. Enough of my boring talk. we have some numbers. That was the first pull that we did, full pull. Air fuel was okey dokey, but not great, to be honest. It still went stupid rich, and I'll be honest, it didn't really put down a lot of numbers. I'm kind of, I mean, it could be, we have a lot of tuning left to do, to be honest. It could just be that, but at the end of the day, I don't think this thing's really gonna make power. But I could be wrong. This video could prove me wrong. So here you go, guys. So I did a little test hit. It was running really lean, and it put down like 357 and 438 torque. Nothing crazy. I seen it was going lean, so I decided to get out of it. So I ended up riching it up above 3,500. As you can see, it starts to go lean, and then it comes down to 13s about 40. Let's see here, about 4 grand. We're at 12.9, and then it just continually gets richer, 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 and richer. So we were in the 95 kPa range, so we got to richen that, or lean that out basically. That's too much fuel. That might carry it a little bit higher. We made peak power at 5,900. Basically, let's compare this to the original LS3 intake. Actually, let's get that out of there. LS3 to last full run. Actually, that's not the last full run. Sorry, guys. Hold on. There we go. This is the run right here. All right, well, there you go. There's a side-by-side comparison of the LS3 and the Harrop intake. We're not done yet, so don't let this be a discouragement. We're not done yet. Plus, as you can see, temperature change from the first time we dyno tuned was 73 degrees, and today we have 85 degrees. Let me click back over, 86 degrees, correction. So that's gonna affect things as well, guys, but we're just gonna keep moving forward and see what happens. Maybe it'll make a little bit more power. I'm hoping it does. Hopefully at least it makes the same amount of power it did back when I had the LS3 intake, or close to it. That would make me happy. Rev limiter is set at 6,900 RPM, but like I said, it's only making power to 6 grand as of right now, but it is going rich, and usually when you start leaning things out, it starts making power higher in the RPM range. Plus, we haven't even touched the spark tables yet, so that might change things as well. So let's just keep modifying and going and see what happens. A little bit of an update. You're gonna love this one, guys. You're gonna love this. So I was having an issue with this car reading a low TPS, and it was putting out some shitty numbers, as you've seen in the previous part of this video, and I couldn't figure out why. I was like, what is going on here? Like, everything checks out, everything's fine, and this is what sometimes you run into when you're tuning cars. And there's mechanical issues. I wouldn't say mechanical issues, just issues that you don't realize because you just haven't discovered them yet. Or I discovered an issue, and I discovered the pedal wasn't being pushed down all the way. It was reading 64% one time and then 58% the next time, and so on and so forth. And I thought it had to be higher. I thought it had to read 83.9, just like a regular throttle body setup. And I was correct. And the problem was, this carpet is in my way. So when I was pushing this pedal down, I was hitting the carpet, and I thought I was going wide open throttle, but the carpet was getting me hung up. And if this wasn't here, we wouldn't have had this problem. But with this carpet in place, I really have to push down on that gas pedal to achieve my 83.9% throttle body TPS percentage. And since I've done that, I've made a few passes, as you guys can see, and adjusted air fuel to where it's nice and good again. So let's go to the last graph. So we still have a little bit of work left, but we did put down 528 horsepower at 6,200 RPM, 499 foot-pounds of torque at 4,400 RPM, and that compared to our highest craft from before the intake, where the air fuel was a lot better. Obviously, we still got a little bit of straightening up to do. We had 509 and 513, so a little low on torque, a little bit higher on horsepower. It's starting to make sense now, guys. Everything's starting to make sense. So I got a few more adjustments to make, and I haven't even messed with timing yet. So timing might pick us up some horsepower as well. So yeah, stupid little problem. Scratching my head the whole morning on this thing. Find a stupid little problem as the gas pedal's just not going through the carpet hard enough. Go figure, guys. Go freaking figure. I'm gonna get back to work, see if we can pull a little bit more power out of this car. But other than that, she's working very, very good now. I'm super duper freaking happy, as you can tell on my facial expression. We're finally making horsepower, guys. Finally. Made a little bit more progress. Let me show you. So 500 foot-pounds of torque, 532 horsepower from 528. Air fuel did lean out. I adjusted it a little bit too much, so I'm richening that up, leaning this out a little bit, and we should get a pretty smooth air fuel ratio per the VE table. But it's pulling successfully up to 6,200 RPM. It's making decent power. I think we're tapped out. I don't think we're gonna make any more. I think 530s is gonna be about it. 500 torque is probably gonna be about it. I am gonna mess around with the timing tables a little bit more. After that air fuel's fixed, I'm gonna mess around with the timing tables, and maybe I'll pick up a little bit more of some timing. Who knows? But within the next couple pulls that we're gonna do here, we'll start seeing what kind of changes we can make on timing as well. So keep watching, guys. This is getting exciting. What a day. What a freaking day. So we did 2 degrees of timing on the top end. It didn't do much. Only picked up 2 horsepower, no foot-pounds of torque. Didn't really change too much. So considering this thing's 99% going to be driving on the street, I want to make sure it's safe, so I backed those 2 degrees of timing back out of the system, put it back to where it was making 532 horsepower. To me, 2 degrees is not worth 2 horsepower at the top end, or no torque in the mid-range. This is not worth it. I definitely want to show you guys something. There you go. So if you pay attention to the graph here, the 509 run, this line here, That was when the car had the LS3 intake manifold on and the 90mm throttle body. This graph here, and this graph here, and here, that's with the ITBs. So you definitely sacrifice low-end torque, but you do pick it up on the top end, which is kind of nice if you're into that kind of thing. You can also see here as well, before with the LS3 intake, it was capping out at about 5,800, 5,900. And with the new ITB intake from Harrop, it goes all the way up to 6,300. So it pulls like a raped ape on the top end, it really does. And it shows that it's making more power up there. But unfortunately, you are sacrificing the low-end torque. I mean, you're still making good torque. It's 500 foot-pounds compared to 513. So 513 compared to 502. Doesn't seem like a lot, but at the end of the day, right here, you know what I mean? Through 3,500 to 4,500, all that torque there, you're losing. It's gone. Like for example, right here at 4 grand, you're losing 40 foot-pounds of torque at 4,000 RPM. I'd much rather have that torque personally, that's just me. But pretty badass intakes, guys, not gonna lie. Great company. They do make a very, very, very good product, guys. A very, very good product. But there's sacrifices with every product that you use on your vehicle. Some are gonna give you a better top end, some are gonna give you a better lower end. That's how the game works, guys. But not bad for this Blueprint Engines 427. Not bad at all, actually. It's putting down some decent powers for the mods that it has. But other than that, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing. Gentek Performance for all of your horsepower and dyno needs. We can install very expensive intakes for you and also dyno tune them for you too. Other than that, guys, link in the description for Gentek. Go check us out. Give us a call if you need anything. Deuces.